Hello everyone, it is Friday again, and I am not in the best mind space this weekend. So that means that when I choose a book, I'm going to be choosing something soft and happy and... Okay, fine, I'm choosing the Murderbot Diaries. As you can see, I am downstairs today instead of upstairs in the library because I just don't think that I can physically walk up the stairs today. My ankles are giving me some grief. Besides, down here, I'm closer to the cookies. Mark made cookies. They're good cookies. Yesterday, I spent not as much time as I thought I would in the hospital trying to get some answers about my ankles, and was basically given a pat on the head and some painkillers and told to go home, they can't help me, which was heartbreaking on the whole. So I spent the evening rereading All Systems Red by Martha Wells, and there are 3 other books out currently in this series, and they're all very short that I can read in a day, and I know this because I have a couple times now. But I never read them back to back, so that's what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to read Artificial Condition today, which is my favorite in the series so far. I love art. If you haven't read the Murderbot Diaries, they are about an antisocial security bot who basically finds its place in a human world after it's given its freedom. So I really like it. I love Murderbot. Murderbot's very funny, and I like the narration by Kevin R. Free. I have it in audio. And I don't know why, they're very comforting to me. Yeah, these are just my happy catnip books that I can always turn to whenever I'm feeling like I need something that I will definitely enjoy. So today I'm going to try to get some work done. I've got some ghostwriting to do, I've got some editing to do, but I also know the importance of taking a mental health day if I need to. I took one yesterday, just because it was not a great day at all, and I'm hoping that today will be a little bit better. Yeah, let's see where the day takes us, shall we? I'm surprised I don't have a dog here now. It is 8 o'clock at night and I'm almost done Artificial Condition. Artificial Condition won the Hugo this year, and I think it is so well deserved because it is my favorite of all of the Murderbot Diaries so far. There is a novel coming and I can't wait. I'm so excited. But the reason that I love Artificial Condition the most is because of art. Art is short for Asshole Research Transport. Art is the bot-driven vessel that Murderbot, upon leaving Dr. Mensa, who we met in the first installation of the series, which is called All Systems Red. At the end of that novella, Murderbot decides that although it now has freedom, it doesn't know what it wants, and before it really decides that, it needs to answer a few questions. So the premise about Artificial Condition is that Murderbot has left Dr. Mensa and is looking into its past. The reason Murderbot calls itself Murderbot is because at some point in the past, it had malfunctioned and killed 57 people. And Murderbot has a conscience, so it actually doesn't want to ever hurt people again. It's not what it would consider to be a typical rogue sec unit. Insofar as it isn't trying to kill people, it actually usually just does its job and watches a lot of media. It really likes media serials. And so its memories of that time when it had malfunctioned and done this are a little bit spotty. So in artificial condition, it decides that the very first thing it's going to do is go back to the place where that happened and research what happened. Is its governor module hacked because it had gone and malfunctioned and killed people and it wanted to make sure it never did that again? Or did it hack its governor module to kill those people? It wants to answer that question and figure out where to go from there. So that's what this novella is addressing. In order to get there, it ends up taking this research vessel that is currently in use as a cargo hull. So there's no crew complement. So it figures that it's pretty safe by choosing to go on this research vessel and just offering it the same thing that it offered the last bot-driven cargo ship that it went on, which is, hey, I've got a bunch of media serials, do you want them? In exchange for me hitching a ride. And so Murderbot is on this research vessel, and then it realizes that the bot in this research vessel has a lot more processing capability than Murderbot does. So it could literally kill no problem. And it's actually just really lonely on these cargo runs because nobody's there with it, and there's nobody to observe. So it ends up helping Murderbot go and do this research into Murderbot's past and this event. And I love Art because Art is very sarcastic and Art has got a big personality, and I just love artificial intelligences with big personalities. That's one of the things that I absolutely love. So this book, of the four, is the only one that has Art in it. Now, spoiler maybe, but I'm a bit of a fangirl, so I contacted the author, and one of the things that I asked was, is Art gonna be in the future book? And I have confirmation that Art is going to be in book 5, so that makes me even more excited for it. So Artificial Condition, my favorite of the series. I absolutely love this series to begin with. It's one of my favorite series. I'm in such a better mood right now than I was when I woke up because I've been reading this book, right? I'm done work. I've actually decided to take an entire week next week just to get back to my normal, like a mental health / physical health week, because I've got a couple doctor's appointments that will hopefully clear things up with my wrists and or my ankles. And I'm feeling good right now. So I'm almost done Artificial Condition. The next one is called Rogue Protocol, where upon finishing this little side quest to go and explore that piece of Murderbot's past, Murderbot then figures out that the company that had caused trouble for Dr. Mensa in the first book has been doing some nefarious things out in this other sector. So Murderbot, of its own volition, decides to go and investigate that in book 3, which is called Rogue Protocol. It has another bot in it. I will tell you more about that tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day when I will be reading Rogue Protocol. Possibly. But I'll tell you about it tomorrow regardless, if I happen to read it tonight. Well, come here. There he is. There he is. It's gonna be hard to talk around the dog nose, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Good morning and happy Saturday. I am very happy and excited. First of all, because it's Saturday. Second of all, because it is Mark's and my 23rd month anniversary. We don't really celebrate the month anniversaries, but this one happened to fall on a Saturday, so we're going out to dinner. It's date night. And just because I could, I am wearing this shirt, which is the same shirt that I wore for the first time we met in person. I don't know if I've told you the history of how I met Mark and how we started dating, but we met through Dungeons and Dragons. I made him play this entire campaign that I had created before I let him get an actual date, but I still kind of count that session that we met in person to play this campaign as a kind of date. So I'd worn this, and we met at a cafe that has now closed, and we had a really good time, and that was the beginning of a great thing happening. Before that, we talked online, emailed a whole lot. I have a whole book about it, actually. He gave it to me for our first year anniversary together, which is in November. And yeah, so today is our 23rd month anniversary. It is not the anniversary of that specific date. I checked in that book because that book prints out all of the emails that we had written to each other in the first year that we knew each other. And it's a lot of them. But it was October the 7th was the day that we went and played Dungeons and Dragons and met in person for the first time. So, a little bit past that, but exciting date night, yay! We're going to a restaurant, and I was going to say we don't have anything else planned, but we actually do. It's Saturday, so it is sketch play night, which means that on his channel, on his Twitch actually, I will leave the link to the Twitch, I think, in the description this time, instead of just the link to the video, just in case you'd like to come and next weekend play or watch me play some weird game. I have no idea what it's going to be in advance. This weekend, or today, I wanted it to be something that's kind of romance themed. Choosing a game that is romance based is actually kind of hard based on our library. So yeah, date night, sketch play, and of course, I'm gonna have to find some time to read. I'm still working my way through the Murderbot Diaries. I'm halfway through book number 3. You know I had to start it last night. On the heels of Art, who's like a really sarcastic kind of artificial intelligence, you get Mickey. Mickey is a human form bot, so it looks kind of human shaped, but it's actually just like metal. It doesn't have any of the organic parts that Murderbot has. And Mickey is very innocent and naive and juvenile. And so it's a big contrast from the sarcastic Art. I like the sarcasm because I find it funny, and Mickey is not humorous. Mickey does teach Murderbot a lot, though, because prior to this book, Murderbot has never ever encountered a bot that has not been in some way mistreated. So either treated like a tool or treated like a toy, or otherwise abused in some way. And Murderbot's been abused in that way. And Murderbot just believes that that's the only option, which is part of the reason why it left Dr. Mensa to begin with. It did not want to become a pet. To Murderbot, having a guardian is the same thing as having an owner. And this book really helps Murderbot to switch that perspective and realize that Dr. Mensa actually sees it as a person and not a tool. And it learns this based on how Mickey is treated by Mickey's friends, or the team that Mickey works with. So I have to say I do enjoy this book because of that aspect. As Murderbot puts it, it has a lot of emotions during this. Like, something will happen and he'll be like, I withdrew because I had an emotion. I love Murderbot because Murderbot is so socially awkward. I love it so much. As a socially awkward person myself, I bond a lot with Murderbot because Murderbot gets overwhelmed by like social things happening and then has to withdraw and watch some media serial or something to calm down, and then go back to re-engage with whatever had overwhelmed it to begin with. And I really like that. as a character and just in a robot, or in a Murderbot to begin with. I really enjoy that aspect of Murderbot's personality. Murderbot's also very clever and competent and can definitely get by on its own. So, like, when it eventually makes its way back to Dr. Mensa, which is going to happen in the fourth book, I like it a lot better. I like having seen Murderbot grow through all of this and realize, like, it sorted out what happened in its past, and it sorted out its feelings towards having humans who treat it as an equal, and then it goes back to Dr. Mensa, and all of this is in the middle of a lot of action and a lot of danger, and it's really, they're really good. These books are just really good, and they're funny, and I like them a lot. So I'm going to get back to reading that and start my day, and I will give you an update when I switch from book 3 to book 4. I hope you're having a great Saturday. So Mark and I had a lovely date night, and I came back and I read some more, and I played a game called Monster Loves You, which was really fun. Not terribly romantic, but fun. I will go ahead and link the video. So I like I said, I read a little bit, and I finished all of the Murderbot Diaries. I mean, no regrets, but it's only Saturday, and it's not even, I guess it's 11:30 on Saturday night, so getting close to bedtime, but I'm not particularly tired. I'm just saying there could be more reading time here. The only question is, what should I read?